I'm going to review Bernat Denimstyle yarn. You can purchase Bernat Denimstyle yarn on the Yarnspirations website, www.yarnspirations.com. Try to get that glare off. Not ever going to get rid of it. Oh yeah. This color is called Electric. I don't know if they still make this color or not, but I have it. There's a lot of different colors available for the Bernat Denimstyle line. You'll find them on the website, and you'll also find lots of free patterns there. This skein, it says it's a medium yarn. Use the size 8 5mm knitting needles. You'll get 18 stitches in a 4-inch or 10cm square. If you crochet, you use a size H or 8 5mm hook, and it does not tell you what kind of gauge you'll get. It is machine washable and dryable. Let's see what the circle A means. A means dry cleanable in all solvents. Do not bleach, and that means tumble dry. So now we know how to take care of everything we make with it. 70% acrylic, 30% cotton. Each skein is about 179 meters or 196 yards. 100 grams, 3.5 ounces. It's a worsted weight yarn. And let's see here. This, if you have one ball of this yarn, you have enough to make the hat pattern. There's a free pattern on this label. If you have 2 balls of this yarn, you have enough to make the scarf. And you'll find lots of other free patterns on the website, yarnspiration.com. This is a standard worsted weight yarn, and the interesting part about this is the acrylic and cotton blend. So if you want something that's warm but comfortable and casual, then this is perfect. I'm pulling out this end because this is the outside strand, so I'm pulling it out. I'm going to wrap it around the skein and hide it under the label to secure it. And if you put your fingers in each end, let them meet in the center, you'll find the very middle of the skein, and then pull out the loose section you feel, and that's where the beginning of your yarn will be. So just keep pulling that around. What I do is I get what's closest to the ball, and I just keep pulling it and stacking it on top. And then you'll get to the beginning strand, the very center. And there it is. This, the cotton part, I believe, is white, and the acrylic part is blue, but I could be backwards on that. Let me see if I can feel it. It's kind of hard to tell. The white part might be the cotton part. It is one single blue strand all by itself, wrapped around this blue and white mix, and that's why the blue is more predominant, because there's an extra strand of blue spun in there with it. So that's how it's made. So now let's try to crochet with it. Use a size H hook, which is what they recommend. Pull all that out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. And it flows very easily. Very sturdy, comfy yarn. It's soft. Feels like, what can I just compare this to? Feels, it's not soft silky, it's soft cushy. Feels kind of like like cotton, like a sweatshirt. That's what it feels like. It feels like a sweatshirt. So it's very comfy. Working my foundation row here. Very comfortable. This would be relaxing to work with. I'm going to turn to the other side and work another row of singles. This is a good yarn for beginners to use because it has a good weight to it and it flows easily in the hands and it feels good as you work with it. So it'll be perfect for beginners to use. The hard part for a beginner would be seeing those stitches in crochet because of all the different colors of the yarn. It makes it a little bit hard to see the stitches, but not that bad. I'm going to work some doubles. Easy peasy. I like the way it feels in the hands. Ah, I pulled it right through. That was funny. Have you ever done that? That was funny. There. So we have double crochets and we have single crochets. And you can see the fabric looks exactly the same. So if you wanted to make something fast, you can make it in double crochet and it's not going to look much different than it would have looked in single crochet. It's just going to have a nice solid fabric. I mean, it does still have the spaces there in between, but the yarn is so lofty that it fills in the holes, so it makes a nice solid fabric. I want to see how treble crochet works with this yarn, because if you could use treble crochet, that would really make a fast garment, wouldn't it? This yarn would be perfect for making a sweater or a pullover or a turtleneck. Oh, I didn't do that right. Or a real comfy cardigan. Scarves. Mittens would work well with this yarn. I don't think I'd want to make gloves with it because the fingers would be too thick. It would make a good hat. You can make some thick house slippers with it. That would be good. There. And once again, the treble crochet looks good too because the loftiness of the yarn fills in the spaces. So it would still be a good solid fabric. So now you've seen it crocheted, singles, doubles, triples. So let's knit with it. It unravels very easily. I think the acrylic part of the yarn makes it have a good body. You know, if you just have straight cotton yarn, sometimes it'll hurt your hands as you work with it. But since this is an acrylic cotton blend, it is easy to work with. So let's try knitting. Very, very easy to work with. Feels good. flows nice. I'm using these little plastic needles, and they are working great. Not snagging or anything. I bet if you had real pointy needles, that might create a problem. It might try to split the yarn. But if you use these nice blunt tipped plastic needles, it'll work great with this yarn. There's that. And these are the size needles recommended, size 8. They're just really short needles. I can't remember where I got this. I think it was in a kids knitting kit or something. But it's really good for making scarves. I like these little short needles for that. And they don't crash into the table when I'm making my videos. Reaching around my camera. So it's working fast, isn't it? It's a very comfortable yarn. Comfy, comfy. So they gave it a good name, Denimstyle. Because it would be good for making casual tops. And that white strand running through it gives it a casual look anyway. I would love to have a pullover or a turtleneck made from this yarn. So you can see the stockinette fabric looks nice. Really soft and comfy. I'm going to do some garter stitch. Very quick to knit with. This would be great for beginners to use. Forgiving yarn. Feels good in the hands. And the stitches flow easily. Quick to knit with. I bet it would be super quick with metal needles. Working good. It's not going to have much stitch definition because of all those white strands running through it. I don't think you would be able to see a stitch definition very well because it is a lofty yarn. But you could do a bit of stitch defining if you wanted for some like simple cables or twists or ribbing, but it's not going to show much because of how the yarn is made. The pattern would just disappear in it. So there you go. You've seen it knitted, you've seen it crocheted, you've seen it unraveled. It's an easy yarn to work with and fun. So there you go. If you enjoy your knitting and your crocheting like I do, if you want to use Bernat Denimstyle, just go to the Yarn Inspirations website and you'll find it there in all kinds of different colors. Talk to you later. Bye.